Welcome to How Do I Increase My VA Compensation? All right, today we're going to talk about allergic rhinitis, all right, specifically file an increase for this condition, getting you from the 0 to that 10% rating. All right, we're going to go to the rating schedule. First thing we're going to do to look at the condition, get that language that you would need to file for that increase. And then we're going to take that language, bring it right back here to the 4138 and walk you through this template. All right. So we'll get right into it and we'll jump right to the rating schedule for allergic rhinitis. All right, so here we go with that ECFR, the rating schedule. You can just Google it, right? ECFR 38 Part 4, and it'll bring this up for you. Public knowledge, right? All this information is public knowledge. But right here with allergic rhinitis, all right, let's say we're going for an increase with that allergic rhinitis. So as you can see, if you're at 0% for it, in order to get to 10%, it would be without polyps, but with greater than 50% obstruction of a nasal passage. Greater than 50% on both sides, or complete obstruction on one side, right? So nose is completely stopped up, one side of it, one side of the nostril is completely obstructed due to that allergic rhinitis, right? And this is one of those breathing conditions, again, that you can get from burn pit exposure, things of that nature, where you're breathing in bad air. This is one of those lingering effects that you can get. Now, if you have polyps as well, that's the 30%, right? So if you're filing for an increase to go from 0 to 10, you would just use this language right here showing that, hey, I'm having complete obstruction on one nostril, or it's at least 50% obstruction for both nostrils, right? Due to this allergic rhinitis. All right. So this is the exact language that you would use in this scenario. Let's say we're going to try to go from 0 to 10%. So we're going to show you the exact language you would use on this 4138. All right, and as you can see, we pretty much just took that language directly from the rating schedule and then brought it over to the 4138. All right, you could pause the video and copy this language down if you'd like. We also have templates available in the course, and we also have the guidebook as well. But this is what we do specifically for allergic rhinitis. All right, so we say I, and then whatever your name is, am filing for an increase to my allergic rhinitis condition. I am filing for an increase due to greater than 50% obstruction of nasal passages on both sides. Your nose is halfway stuffed up on both sides, right? And a lot of the times it's like that. Could be a result of burn pit exposure, other kind of toxin exposure, right? The respiratory conditions that result from that extended exposure, all right? I am constantly feeling stuffed up, and I've tried many things to reduce it, but it doesn't help, all right? Letting them know, once again, this is what's going on, and I've tried some solutions, not working for me, all right? And this could be a result of extended exposure to toxin or bad air, burn pit situations could result in some allergic rhinitis or sinusitis. So yeah, you definitely want to have that evidence in your record as well. But when it is time for that increase to get to that 10%, this is what you would send up. All right. And then lastly, you want to put thank you for your time on this matter, because keep in mind, it's a person who's going to be reading this claim. Right, and that's why we say thank you. But again, laying it out in simple terms, right? So there's not much confusion as to what we are trying to accomplish. All right. You can pause the video and just copy the language verbatim. We do have templates available with the course as well. We have that guidebook for you also. But there you go. Hey, learn the information, use the information, and if you deem it to be valuable, share the information. A lot of folks can benefit, specifically with this one, from that burn pit time and all that exposure, man. A lot of folks dealing with allergic rhinitis, right? So let them know that is something you can file for if you haven't already. And then this is the language that you would use if you're experiencing these conditions. Go ahead and get yourself rated. All right? Hey, have an incredible day.